friends. Thanks for joining me today. Okay, let's see here. Just trying to get things situated. Happy Friday. I've got a cute card. We're going to do a shaker card today. I'm just waiting for the notification to go out here and for it to show up here on my iPad. Okay, there we go. All right, I think we are operational. Maybe I need to lower that just a touch. Right there ought to do it. Hopefully that's not too low. Sorry. I adjusted my stand here when I had, I did that soup making video a while back, and so I had my stand in the kitchen and I did all these adjustments to it, and ever since then it's not been quite right. Okay, so let me show you the stamp set I'm using today. Mainly is the Ugly and Bright Cute stamp set from Lawn Fawn. I'm using that, and then I'm also using this new die I got, which is so cute. It's this layered sort of, it's called Snowflake Tag Die, and it's by My Creative Time. So there's the name and the product number. And I just think it's so cute, but I mean, you can make tags with it, but there's so much more. And like I said, I'm going to be making a shaker card with it today. And I had to do a little bit of finagling to be able to create my little window. But I did it. And then I'm using papers from this cute Lawn Fawn paper pad, which goes really well with the Ugly Sweater stamps. But I love the colors in here. So that, and then I'm using, let's see, I'm using a paper also from an older, oh, what are they called? Doodlebug, sorry. Doodlebug and Lawn Fawn, they just make the cutest papers. And then this is an older Lawn Fawn set, but I really liked the font on this Merry Christmas. This is Joy to the Woods. And actually, this is the first time I'm playing with this set. I don't know what year this stamp set was from. Might not be as old as I think, but I know I've had it for a while. So anyway, I'm using that. And let's get started. So I have went ahead and cut things. I've got a base card here. I used, this is actually Poppy Parade. This is a really good red. It's got a little bit more orange to it. Hi, Marianne. It's got a little bit more orange to it, but it went really well with this red from that Lawn Fawn paper. It just had the right tone. You know, I brought out my real red and it wasn't right because this had a little more orange. This is that paper from the Doodlebug, and then the pattern papers, this one, these are both from that Lawn Fawn paper pad. Okay, where do I want to start first? I think what I want to do first is create my window. So I already went ahead and die cut this. This is that Dollar Tree not fun foam, foam core it comes in like a big poster size board, and it goes through your die cutting machine so nice, and it just makes the nice, it just cuts perfect. And you don't, I have not had to make any adjustments with the plates or anything. I just run it through like I was running a piece of cardstock through, and it just cuts out so nice. And then this cool sparkly foam, let me show you. This comes from Spellbinders, and it's this package has black and white in it. Can you see that? The white's in the back. But it's this sparkly, glittery foam, and it's fairly, I got this at a store, and that's what I paid for it, $6 for 10 sheets. But you could order it right directly from Spellbinders, and that's their website, Spellbinders Paper Arts. And it comes in other colors, because I have this, I can't remember if I have blues and greens or what the other package is that I got. But I really like it. And so I've cut both of those things to create my shaker here. And then how I went about doing the window, because there's only 2 dies in this set. This one cuts a bigger piece, which is too big for your window. And then this cuts out the snowflake, so you have this big opening, so that doesn't work. So what I did was I laid this piece upside down, or this way. I laid it just like this under my, did I say vellum? I didn't mean, if I said vellum, I didn't mean to. Under the acetate. And then I just took a Sharpie marker, the fine point one, and I just drew along in between the stitch mark and the outside. I just drew along in there and then cut it out by hand. So that, you know, that works. You have to improvise sometimes. Okay. So really what all I need to do right now is just glue these together. And I have found that I can glue the acetate on with my art glitter glue, and it works pretty darn good. Okay, so I'm just going to dot this on because I want to glue this snowflake part down. Otherwise, the stuff that I put in for my shaker will, you know, all the little bits will get between the acetate and the snowflake and get stuck in there, and you don't want that to happen. So I don't want, you know, an overabundance of glue here, so I'm trying not to do that. I have to tell you, I always give you, it's like I'm the weather reporter, right? I always have to give a weather report because we have such funny weather here on the coast. Yesterday we had almost every kind of weather, so it was chilly for here. It was in the 30s all day. We had snow. At one point, we had hail and snow mixed together. The snow was not hitting the ground, only the hail was hitting the ground. And the snow was just a little bit off and on, but I mean, it was definitely snowing. Pretty soon the flakes got a little bit bigger, but they still weren't sticking where I live. Now, I did see some snow on a car today. So they might have lived inland just a little bit or something, because usually the snow will stick there some, but it didn't stick here at our house. But anyway, yeah, so it did the snow and hail together thing. Then we just had snow, and that was off and on for a while. And then we had rain. And we had rain and sunshine at the same time. It was so bizarre. And then we had just some sunshine and blue sky for a little while. It was still cold though. But yeah, we had all those things yesterday. And today on my weather app on my phone, it showed that it was going to be windy all day long, but I was out and about this morning and it wasn't windy then, so who knows. Of course, that weather app at the same time that it was snowing and hailing outside showed that it was blue sky and sunny. Okay, so I've got the little window. Hi, you guys. Thanks for joining me and thanks for saying hello. I really appreciate that. All right, so the acetate is on there. Why is this sticking? There must have been something sticky on my thing. All right, so now I can glue this piece on, and I think I'll just set that one aside, and I will do the same thing here on the foam. This one I don't have to. I mean, this one's just going to be on top of the acetate, so I can just dot it around. I just really want it to just be stuck down on the snowflake part, but it needs to be stuck pretty good on the border part. I think I need to go back on Spellbinders and get this foam in some other colors because it's just so cool. And what's really nice, because I like glitter and sparkle, and I've got a lot of glitter, but man, I do not like the mess of it because I have been doing some projects that involve glitter and it's like, holy cow, I'm bringing my little vacuum in and having to vacuum and get it off my clothes because it goes anywhere. It goes everywhere. It doesn't matter how careful you're trying to be either. That stuff, it is all over the place. I was glad when I was done with that project just because of the mess. Okay, let me get my pen put back in this. And now, let me see if I can line this up because I don't want to smear that glue on the acetate. Kind of want to get it stuck and then I will flip it over. Okay, do you see where the glue is oozing out a little bit? What I did on the ones I made before is I just took a wet wipe, kind of wiped that away. But I'm going to let it set for just a second before I mess with it too much. Okay. Now, I'm doing the little deer. I cut out these little speech bubbles too because I wasn't sure if I was going to use them, but I didn't end up using them. Isn't he cute? I colored him up with my Stampin' Up! Alcohol blends. And I just think he turned out so cute. And I did his little freckles with my white gel pen. Wherever that went, I don't know. Thought I had it sitting right here. Okay, so there he is. And I colored up there's different sweaters in this set. There's 6 different sweaters, a plain one, so you could put anything on it or leave it plain. A snowflake, a Santa, the trees, a snowman, and then this looks like a Santa outfit. But I thought the ho 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 was kind of funny. So I've got that, and I cut out the little hat and a candy cane. All right. And let's see, I think actually, I guess that's okay like that, or do I want to trim it? I think I'm going to trim it. So here's what I did. I stamped these out onto Spectrum Noir paper that I buy on Amazon, and it's made for coloring with alcohol markers. and I really like it. It's really smooth white paper, and the alcohol markers blend really nice on it. So that's the only thing I use that paper for, is stamping and coloring images that I'm going to be using my alcohol markers with. And I used Lawn Fawn, is it called Black Licorice? Let me pull it out. Yeah, this is the ink I stamped with. Okay, so there is that. And so I stamped them out on that paper, and I cut them out with my brother's Scan and Cut. I colored them. No, I did not. I didn't color them because I was afraid, you know, you never know if something goes awry and then you've colored all your images up and then the machine doesn't cut them out quite right or something. And then, well, then you're an unhappy person, right? So I didn't color them first. And I've only ever had a mix-up one time. But I thought better safe than sorry. So I stamped them in the black. I put it through the machine and had the machine cut it out. And I kept the paper, you know, I kept the pieces, but I also kept the paper that they were cut from. And then I stuck that onto this Brutus Monroe stick and stamp mat. And I put all the little pieces back into the holes where they were cut from, like a puzzle. And then I colored them because these little things are so much easier. It's just easier to color when you've got like the whole sheet of paper than trying to hold on to little tiny things and color them. And it worked great because this sticky mat kept them in place while I was coloring them. And I thought that was just a really great way to go. And I will remember that I did that, and I will do that again. Now, do I want the hat in the middle? I think I want it over on the side. It kind of looks, I think it kind of looks cute over on the side. And I probably need to get the glue off of that. Even though it dries clear, hopefully I didn't get so much on there that it's, I want to make sure his other little antler shows a little bit there. Okay. I didn't know reindeer wore Santa hats and sweaters, did you? All right. Oh, I didn't want to do that quite yet. He's going to be holding a candy cane. All right. And it did pick a little bit of that sticky up. Of course, you know, they've been on two sticky surfaces, the one that goes through the Scan and Cut and then that stamp and stick mat. So they kind of feel a little bit sticky on the back, but it's no big deal. All right, let me get a wet wipe and see if I can get that off. There, if I hold it up, I can see better and see what I'm smearing around. I got just a little carried away with my glue. I would prefer not to have to go back in and do this, but you know, it is what it is. And it will be fine in the end. So I went and got my blood drawn this morning. I have been being really good because my A1C was too high and my medical person wanted to put me on medication. Not that you guys want to hear this stuff, but I was really nervous about going and getting my blood drawn and finding out what my results were today. And so this 3 months ago, she wanted to put me on medicine and I did not want to be on it, okay? So I said, can't we just let me try, okay? Let me see what I can do. Let me try. And so today was the day that I needed to go get my blood drawn. And I have that My Chart thing. I don't know where you guys live or, you know, what kind of stuff you have if you have access to that kind of thing. But so I get my results back really fast and I can go in and look and see what they were. So my A1C 3 months ago was 6.4 and my A1C today was, oh, now I can't remember. It was 5.8. Yay! So it's still, is that right? 5.8. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah, because 5.7 I think is like the high end of normal. So it's, but I dropped it a lot. And my glucose, it's supposed to be under 99, but mine was 105, but last time it was like 120 something. Okay, so you guys, this is Snow Marker. And I'm just going to put a little bit of this on the fur here. So I'm feeling a lot better about that, and I've lost 15 pounds so far. So it's going in the right direction, I think. All right. So I've got this just to use to do heat embossing. I need to put some new tin foil on there. So this Snow Rider thing, it's like this liquid stuff, and then you put your heat tool to it and it puffs it up and makes it bumpy like snow. Or you could use it like whipped cream or frosting, you know, whatever you want to put it on and have it puff up a little bit. You never know exactly how it's going to turn out. Sometimes it bumps up a lot, and sometimes it doesn't bump up so much. This time it's not bumping up a whole lot. Maybe I will do a second coat of it. Shake it up a little bit better. I think I dabbed it on too small. All right, let's try that one. I have some of stuff like this too from Stampin' Up, but my particular bottle of it was really, really super liquidy. And so, I mean, it's okay if you're using it on a bigger space, but on little spaces like this, It was too liquidy. It was just, it ran too much. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it very good. It just gives it a little bit of like fur look, fuzzy. Okay. Now my window. I'm just wiping it to get the little kind of watermarks off from using that wet wipe on it. Okay, so cute. I'm gonna set that aside and let that dry a little bit, and I'm gonna work on the card base here for a minute because this is really kind of an easier part, I think. So I need my backing for this, and that's what I chose this piece for. So I'm going to use this outline one here. And I bet I could cut both of these at the same time. Okay, I'm going to run this through my machine real quick. There's my green one, and here is my snowflake one. Okay. So the green one, well, I'll do that in a minute. No, I better do it just now. I'm going to cut that in half. That looks pretty good, like half, I think. And I'm going to set that aside. And that. Okay. So let's do the inside real quick. I am going to stamp May your sweaters be ugly and bright. And let's see here, what color? I think I will do black. Couldn't figure out what I did with the lid. All right. This is Stampin' Mist that I get from Stampin' Up. It smells good too. I love this thing. It's just so easy to clean your stamps, and you don't get as much chance of having fuzzy stuff all over it like with wipes. All right, there goes that back on there. And then I saved a strip of that patterned paper, and I'm just going to cut a little flag. Just to decorate the inside up a little bit. Sometimes I do the border at the bottom. Well, a lot of times I do that. A lot of people, I notice, decorate the backs of their cards and a lot of decorating on the inside, and I haven't done that much. I like it. I think it just depends on how much time I have, I guess. All right, cute. Let's get that put on the inside. We are members of our local car club here, and our Christmas party for that is tomorrow night. So they did how you bring the food, what you're supposed to bring by your last name. So ours fell in the dessert category. So I am going to be making 7-layer bars later. And then they needed so many volunteers to bring more of a entree, so I'm going to be doing meatballs for that tomorrow. And then next weekend I have our Stamp Club Christmas party. Isn't this paper so cute? I love it. And at that, our host, who is my Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, she's going to provide a salad bar, and then we just bring kind of what we want, an appetizer or a dessert type thing or whatever. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to take to that one. And we do well, they say it's a white elephant. Most of the time people don't do white elephant things, but it's supposed to be stamping related. Gift for a gift exchange. And then we usually bring everyone either a Christmas card or some other little fun item that we've made. But our stamp club, COVID didn't do any favors with our stamp club. There's not a whole lot of people attending, which is kind of sad. Oh, you guys know that red is my favorite color, so I'm loving this. Okay. Oh, that's for my greeting. I guess I can do that part now too. Let me bring this. So cute. There's so many fun things in this stamp set. And I love that they did the little footprints for the fox. So cute. Okay. All right, I'm going to stamp this in black also since I did the inside in black. But I think I will go around the edge of it with green maybe. Okay, I'm going to have to stand up because I can't really see what I'm doing. I don't know that standing up will help, but it might. Cute. All right. Okay, now I have this paper punch. This is the Lovely Labels paper punch from Stampin' Up. Hey, if you guys shop Stampin' Up, just to let you know, I don't sell for them anymore, but they have stuff on sale right now, and they've added stuff to their clearance section. And I went on there yesterday and I ordered some more of the cinnamon cider paper. If you like to do gingerbread stuff, that paper is like the best color of paper for doing gingerbreads. I'll show it to you. This is the color. It's just, I think, perfect gingerbread color. And it's really inexpensive, but it's on the clearance. Anyway, it was yesterday. I went in and ordered me 3 more packages of it. Okay, so let me see what color green would be a good color. Maybe Pear Pizzazz. Let me get this back out and find my little dauber. Here it is. That just kind of looks like it would be the right color, but I don't know. Ooh, I think, well, I think that's it. By Jove, I think I've got it. Okay. Just gonna go around the edges a little bit. That cut out kind of funky there. Oh well, that's okay. It did it on both ends. I probably should have turned it over and looked to make sure that I had it lined up right. But since it's opposite ends on both sides, people might think it's supposed to be that way. Hee hee. Happy holidays. All right. Okay, so that's done. All right. Now, you guys keep your fingers crossed because it's time to add the bits. And this part's always a little bit scary that you might spill the bits. And I don't want to spill the bits. Okay. I got these gold ones out because they're so sparkly and pretty. So I want to put a few of those in there. And then I got these. And I'm going to just put a few. Let's get some of these white snowflakey looking ones. Okay, that's enough of that. I've got so many different things here to put in there. So just a little bit of this and a little bit of that. This is like a snowflake mix. It's very iridescent. So I want a few of these. This is where things start sticking to my fingers. I want to make sure I get some of those other. All right, there's that. These are pretty. A little pinch of this and a little pinch of that. Are you guys still crossing your fingers? I mean, have you ever been doing this and you get all your bits in and then you accidentally bump it or flick it and they go flying everywhere? All right. Look, glitter came out of those gold sequins. It's all the little middles out of those sequins. All right, this is snowflake sequins. These like to stick to my fingers. You know what? I've got a little spoon. Let me try it and see if it works. If I don't touch them, they can't stick to my fingers. Yay! Why didn't I think of doing that before? All right, it's starting to get full. I love that. It's not like it's not just sitting right up here in my thing right in front of me. But do I think to use it? No. All right. I love these. These are little holeless beads. This store, Stamp Struck, was the coolest stamp store. I bet you I got them in 1998. It's been gone for a long time. It was in Medford, Oregon. And the lady that owned it used to be a judge. I loved that store. All right. I like to use these because they make that fun shaky shake sound. Okay, now I'm just going to wiggle it a little bit. I don't want anything to be up on the snowflake. Okay, can you see here where I've drawn these lines? I did that because the back piece needs to get glued on here, and it's bigger than this piece, so I wasn't sure what I was doing because it was upside down. So I kind of drew some lines around this, and I thought if I did that, let me see if I can shove this up just a little bit more so you can see. If I did that, then I can at least see where to line up this piece a little bit better when I lay it down. Okay, now this is where it gets scary because I've got to put the glue on and not spill the bits. Don't spill the bits. Don't spill the bits. My sister today, we went to she had to get her blood drawn also, so we went together. And then we went and had, well, she had breakfast and I had lunch. And as we were walking into the restaurant, Christmas music was playing. I love Christmas music. She's like, I hate Christmas music. I said, I love it. I love Christmas music. I love when everything's all decorated and I don't have my house decorated yet, but I love it being so festive. Oh, don't spill the bits. I need to get enough glue on here. I don't know where to hold it. Okay. Be careful, Joanna. Don't spill the bits. Okay. See if I can get that somewhat centered in my little very bad drawing there. Okay. If I just kind of get it in place and get it sort of glued and then carefully flip it over, I can make sure it's where I want it to be. Hey, I didn't do too bad. Did not do too bad. It needs to be moved a little bit. Don't spill the bits. Good enough, I say. Ooh, I like that mix. That gold and those little red poinsettia things just pop. All right. Cute. Okay, now let me bring in my little silicone thing here. And I cut this piece in half. And a gal on, I got this idea from, I was going to write her name down, and I didn't. I know her name is, no, I don't. But you know what I will do? I will look her name up, and I will put it in the description box below after I'm done with the video, because I got this layout here, this idea from her. She did a really cute tag that she used this tag die set, and then she used these adorable stamps from Hello Bluebird Designs. I think that's what the company's called. And she made this really cute tag, and I couldn't figure out how she got the back piece, and then actually she did it in a much easier way than I was thinking she did it. And so I wanted to give her credit for this idea, because that's where I saw it. But like I said, I will look it up and put her information. It was on Instagram in the description box. And then if you are on Instagram, you can go check it out, because her tag was so cute. That Hello Bluebird, I don't have any of their stuff, and they've got really cute stamps and things. So you just line up that top and bottom and get your sides where you want them straight. And make sure this is all kind of blending together. And you can do this with a lot of like labels and things like that. If you want your, like if I wanted to have a different color behind this one, I could have cut this out again in another color and cut it lengthwise down the middle and spread it apart just like I'm doing here to give yourself another border color behind it. It's really a simple thing to do. Okay, cute. All right, now this can go on the front of here. I wanted this to be red and green and white, kind of traditional Christmas colors, because the other two I did are much more pastel. And I will show those to you in just a second here. Almost done. All right, so I'm going to use a couple little pop dots here. And I'm only going to put them on the one side because he's going to go up over the foam on that side. So that will already be kind of popped up. And I will put glue on that side. So cute. Oopsie. Oh, no, I'm good. It was just the backing paper. Oh, I've already took the paper off of those. I don't need to stick my finger to it. Let me get my pin into this. This stuff dries really fast. Did I not get enough glue? I might have to go back and put a little glue under his ear there. Actually, just a little bit. There we go. Okay, I want some bling on there. Let me grab. Oh, you know what? I've got the side of this cut, so I don't have to do that. I can just slide it out. Okay. Too cute. Oh, one more thing. Okay. This. So I use this one a lot, the Wink of Stella. But really, this stuff right here is more frosty, and I think there's a lot more in it. And this is Spectrum Noir's, just called Sparkle. And I know you're not going to be able to see it, but I'm going to dab it in the white areas on the candy cane here to glitter it up a bit. Let me brush that off. I think I'm going to just dab it on the snow here on the hat. Okay. So there's the inside. So Merry Christmas. May your sweaters be ugly and bright. All right. And then I'm going to just take my little glaze Sakura, is that how you say that? Glaze pen. And I'm going to just add this to his eyes because there's something about doing this that just, it makes the eyes sparkle and just gives it life, okay? It just makes a difference, it really does. What do you think? Do you like this fun little shaker card? I love this die with the snowflake, I really do. Okay, so there's that one. And here's the first one I did. I put the little fox on it, and I love the pastel. I love the pastel. And I put little snowflakes up there. And this scroll, that is from this Bannerific Lawn Fawn set. There's all these different banners. And I just finagled, since these are, you know, these are clear stamps, the ones that I used. Well, here, Merry Christmas. You can bend those, you know, when you stick them on your block. You can get them to go in the shape you want to. So there's the little fox. And then here's the little bear. Look, I didn't put any bling bling up there. It wasn't calling out to me that it needed bling up there. And I sparkled up the little snowman. Now see, his hat turned out a little more, I don't know if you can see it. It turned out a little more puffy. It could be because it's been so cold and chilly here in my room. I keep the heat on, but still, it was kind of chilly. And, you know, cold and heat affects our products, so it might have just had a little something to do with that snow didn't want to puff up quite as well today. So there are my three little critters in their sweaters, their ugly Christmas sweaters. I think they turned out so cute. I hope you guys like them. And yeah, if you like this die too, again, it's My Creative Time. You could make some really cute Christmas tags for your gifts with this too. And make them shakers or not make them shakers. You don't need to make them shakers, and you know, don't get scared off by thinking you have to make them into shakers if that's not your thing. All right, so I have stuff to show tomorrow for Saturday morning makes. So if you want to come back and check that out, I will have a video up tomorrow morning at some point for that. And then you can go see what other people have created. And you too can play along with that too. And if you, even if you don't do videos, if you're on Instagram or Facebook or wherever, you can post your stuff up. Just take a picture of it and post it up on any of those platforms too. All right, have a fabulous weekend, and thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. I really appreciate it. If you are a new subscriber, thank you so much, and my people that have been with me for a long time, I appreciate you guys so much. I have a lot of fun doing videos and having someone out there that I know is, you know, that they're maybe hopefully enjoying this as well. So take care, and I will see you in my next video. You guys stay warm too. Thanks for joining me today. Bye-bye.